Mike. Come here.
What's up, man?
Come here, man.
What's up?
I'm so excited, man. I got an update on my C8.
Really?
Yes, I think I may be getting it sooner than I thought.
Awesome,
Yes,
man.
unbelievable.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What you doing, Mark?
Hey, Mike. What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
What's
What are
going
you
on?
doing in here?
What am I doing? Well, I'm just trying to clean up, getting ready.
What are you getting ready for?
Oh, well, I think I'm getting ready for a C8.
You're getting ready for a C8?
I think so, yeah, man.
I'm just kidding, guys. I know he's getting ready for a C8, but we know you had a plan A
Yes.
and a plan B.
Yes.
We haven't really talked a lot about plan B.
No, we haven't talked a lot about Plan B. You know, my Plan A was through my original dealership, and my gosh, when we did that video almost 13 months ago, you know, that was the plan, right?
Yeah.
But obviously, knowing that there's so many people online on waiting at that dealership, you know, we talked about a Plan B. So I think Plan B might be coming through for me.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I'm trying to get my house ready for the new baby.
Man, I cannot wait.
I know. Can you believe
This is
that?
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everybody out there is going to be so excited to know that this is finally happening for you.
Well, I have to say, you know, when we went to Carlisle, we had a great time, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was coming up to us, you know, asking you about your channel and about your car, but a lot of them were coming up asking me about my car.
Yes.
So they've been following about my car. They want to know, did I get my car? And I kept going, no, I don't have my car. Man, I don't have my car. So I've been slowly working on the Plan B. And first of all, I just wanted to say, you know, to all your subscribers, it's just been great to go to Carlisle and meet them all, and them all asking about my car and really caring about me and caring about my car. And a lot of them saw the video where we sold my C7, right? My C7 that used to be sitting here. You remember that was, I don't know, several shows ago. And yeah, so I sold it with the hope that I was going to get the car, and it looks like my Plan B may be coming. So anyway, but until it's definite, I'm trying to get the garage ready, because the wife said clean up the garage a little bit before the car comes.
Well, it looks like the lift is ready to go. You've got the C3 out in the driveway right now.
I put some lights. I put some LED lights on my.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I
Very
can kind of
cool.
look up and see my. Yeah. So.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
So, real quick before we get into this video, you guys give Mark a thumbs up. This is going to be amazing. He's finally going to get his C8. We're not going to go into all the details yet. We want to make sure that it happens first. Also, if you don't want to miss a single one of these videos, which there are going to be multiple videos of this Mark story, make sure to subscribe to the channel by smashing that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. All right, let's get into it. All right, so Mark wants to show you some stuff that he purchased at Carlisle for his new baby coming.
A couple things, but look, Mike, see, I don't have a Z51.
That's
right?
okay.
But you gave me your Z51
That's right.
from Captain America, so I'm ready to go. So I'm going to put that on.
That thing looks brand new.
Yep.
It's ready to go.
Now I am looking for a torch red Z51 spoiler. I cannot find one, and I wanted to find one that maybe somebody put a high wing on. That'd be kind of cool if somebody
just an exchange.
Took it off, exchange. I'll
Right.
be glad to buy it for market price, but it's just that if it's painted torch red, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
Because I don't want a black one. I want torch red.
Sure.
And then I got my sill guard, so when I step into my car, it's my sill guard.
Oh yeah.
Some
Very
people
nice.
like that. I don't know. I've never tried one of these before, but I had.
Should we open it and show them what they look like?
Sure. What the heck?
Cool. Let's
open
do
it up.
that. Yeah. Because I honestly don't even know what these look like.
You know, I was watching a video, and the guy was he was at the dealership, and they let him unzipper the car, and the first thing he did was peel the plastic off of the sill and off of the interior plastic piece. I'm thinking that's the last thing you want to pull off until the last minute.
Yeah.
And because you know all the service guys are going to be going into
in
it
and
and
out,
everything.
in and out, in and out. Yeah.
So I just thought I'd get this. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I think so. I mean, it's going to be.
Wow, that's a big piece. I wasn't expecting it to be so big.
It covers the whole.
Holy cow.
So that will go, right? I mean, I think that's really slick.
Here, let's get it out in the light.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be hard to see, but with the light, there we go.
So
Much better.
That's going to go right over where it says Corvette Stingray,
yeah.
right? And this is going to just protect it. It's got the Velcro over here to connect into the carpet.
Right?
So it'll kind of slip right in there. So I'm thinking I'm gonna like it. So
Maybe
when
we
I'm
should test
stepping
those out on my car.
Well, we could if you want. Yeah, we'll throw it over. Hey, wouldn't no. Well, no. Test it out on my car.
I had him for a second, didn't I?
So that's that. And then I went and got some. So these are splash guards. You know, and your GM has the splash guards, but these are extra wide splash guards.
Oh yeah.
As you can see, they're painted carbon flash, and they're just a little extra wide, so that's going to fit inside the wheel well, right? And just provide a little bit extra protection. So there's 4 of them. It's not just for the back or the front; it's for all 4.
Oh
so,
yeah.
Yeah, and you see it's painted carbon flash.
Man, he's prepared. I didn't have any of this stuff, and I still don't have these.
Yeah, this is awesome. You got it. I think. I mean, just because of the rocks and the, you know.
Yeah.
So.
No,
yeah,
I agree.
I got that.
I totally agree.
And the sill guards and the Z51 chin spoiler. So yeah, so I'm excited. I'm getting ready.
All right, so we wanted to tell you guys more about this whole deal, but we didn't want to do it in the garage. It's kind of boring just standing around talking in a garage. We wanted to get in the beautiful C3 pace car. So we're driving the pace car around, and we're going to give you exactly how Plan B came into place for Mark. So Mark, how did it happen? What exactly happened?
Well, first of all, you're supposed to rib me for driving my car. You say I never drive my car and put miles on my car.
But I was able to, I was able to get Mark out and about tonight driving his C3, and when he gets that C8, I'm going to make him drive it.
I agree. I'll drive it more. But yeah, so, you know, what did we make that video like 13, 14 months ago? On the, when we went to the dealership and ordered the car.
Yes, it was last August. It was August. 2020, August 2020.
Yeah, yeah. So last August we went, I was all excited, and then, you know, months go by and I realize how far down I am on the list, and then they have COVID, then they have the shutdown, so it really is nobody's fault, I suppose, but, you know, I'm just so far down on the list, and I was bumming, and I don't know, it was like about 4 months ago that I went to a car show. I went to a Cars and Coffee. Just at it by chance, 2 C8s pull up, and I'm talking to them. I of course immediately go over to them and start talking to them, and their name is Alan and his brother Randy, and they're both coming in like 2 C8s they purchased the same day. And I said, well, when did you order your car? And the guy goes, oh, I ordered it in August of last year. I said, well, wait a second, I ordered mine of August of last year. How the heck did you get a car so soon, so quick? He goes, well, they went to this one dealership, and they were going to have this car, they were going to have their 2 Corvettes drop shipped to this local small town dealership.
Sure.
Up in North Texas. And they know the general manager there, so the general manager says, well, why would you want to drop ship? I'll just get it for you. And they go, you can't get, you're a small dealership, you can't get cars.
Right.
I'm getting it from a big dealership. And the guy goes, no, I get cars. I have a good supply of cars, and I don't, you know, advertise it as much, so I've got
allocation.
I've got allocations. So he goes ahead and says, so the two are a little suspicious, but they say, okay, yeah, go ahead, order the car. So they order the car, and they took delivery like last February. So it went from August, September, October, November, December, January, February. So it was like 6 months they got their car, and I was like, guys, you didn't have to tell me that. I felt terrible.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that story.
Oh man, I was bumming because at that point I had gotten an email from my dealership, and they said it was going to be another year at least. I'm like, another year? You've got to be kidding me! Another year?
You're at a giant dealership.
I'm at a huge dealership, top 10 Corvette in the country.
Right.
But you know, everybody knows that they're top 10, so people end up going and getting on the list. Heck, there's salespeople that are on the list.
Sure.
So, I said, I was joking with him. I said, hey, give me the guy's name. Let me prove it to me. I want to talk to this guy. So he said, yeah, here's his phone number. So they call him. Of course, it's a weekend. He's not working on a weekend. So they leave him a message, and he's not working a weekend, but he still calls me back. Literally in 10 minutes, the guy calls me back. He doesn't have to call me back. He doesn't know who I am. You know, he calls me right back in 10 minutes, says, yeah, I got an allocation for the end of 2021. I bet I can get you my last allocation for June of 2021. I'm like, are you kidding me?
And what month was this?
This was like April. April, late,
okay.
early May.
Okay.
He says I can get on my last allocation. I still have a couple cars that I'm going to get. I'm like, okay, sure, go ahead, order me a car. She does. I get online, I send him all my options. In like 15 minutes, he sends me back the order sheet with my name on it as a sold retail order. So this dude's on the up and up.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, yeah, I'll let you know. Of course, then everything happened and GM decided to cancel all 2021s. I'm like, oh, here we go. So I call up the dealership and he goes, yeah, Mark, all 2021s have been canceled. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. No dealership knows what's going on. So, okay, so we get word that in the second week of, or was it the last week of July, all the dealers got their first allocation of 2022s. They were very small.
Yes.
Very tiny.
Very small.
Very small allocation. It disappointed everybody, big and small alike. So he only got like one allocation for that. So I'm like, oh man. So then the next, I said to him, I'll call me. I understood that call me when he gets the second allocation and it's ordered, which will be in another week. They got that second allocation very quickly. It was like the very next week they got allocation numbers again. So a week goes by, nothing. I'm like, oh man. Second week goes by, oh, nothing. Because I told him I didn't want to bother him. He's like
right.
pretty high up with the dealership. I don't want to bother him. I said, if you get the car, let me know. So I end up finally, like 2 Fridays later, I'm really desperate. I said, you know what, I'm just going to call him, Mike. So I give him a call. I call him on the phone, and he goes, hey, Mark, how's it going? I'm like, great. How's it going with you? I'm like, you got any news for him? He goes, Mark, I told you I'd order the car. Your car's ordered. I'm like, what? You ordered my car? You ordered my car. My car's ordered. He goes, yeah, you're 3,000 status. I'm like, oh my God. I couldn't believe it. I'm 3,000 status. I'm like, really? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, really. I told you. He goes, I'm sorry, Mark. I thought you knew that I was just gonna order the car. I'm busy. I didn't need to call you.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, I can't believe it. You just made my afternoon, my weekend. It was a Friday. I was so happy.
Sure.
And then I'm like, that next week I call concierge. It's too soon maybe, but I end up calling. I was like, what the hell? I'll just call concierge.
Why not?
Bad luck with concierge, not giving good information, whatever. So I figured I'd just call him. I call, talk to the girl. She answers. I said, hey, I got an order number. Can you check my status? She goes, oh yeah, you're 3,400. Your car's due to be built the week of 9/20. I'm like, you got to be crazy. You got to be kidding me, right? So I'm like thinking this is a joke, and she goes, oh yeah, here's your VIN. Here's my VIN. You got a VIN for me? So she gave me the VIN. So I've got the VIN, and sure enough, I've been tracking the. If you look on C8, the C8 Facebook page where Mark Reel, Mark Reel, he posts the daily production, and I know my VIN, and his production numbers match up to the VIN. So I was watching 100. As long as they were doing like 170 a day, it was gonna be that Friday. So they produced my car last Friday.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That just goes to show you everything that I've been saying in my videos for a couple months now, more than a couple months, probably 4 or 5 months. I've been saying that you should check out small town dealerships because maybe they're not going to have any allocations, and that's fine, but they may, just like this one. And they're small town for a reason. People don't really know that they're able to get these allocations sometimes. Just like Mark didn't know that if he went to this dealership that it was going to have those allocations until someone told him. So it just goes to show you, like I said, that if you go to a small town dealership, there is a high likelihood that you may be able to get a C8 faster than your big town dealership like Classic Chevrolet, which was Plan A,
or Sioka, or from Furman.
McMulkin,
they've got huge lists, huge lines, because everybody goes to them.
Yes.
And your advice was right. I really should have done this before. I was just you know, I'll just wait. But I couldn't believe how long I'd be still waiting. I think right now I'm still really high up on my list at the other dealership at Classic.
Right.
And I don't think it's going to be for another 6 to 8 months, depending on their production levels.
Sure.
So just to really, and I should have done this before, and this is not something new and revolutionary. We've seen other people talk about it, about just calling around to different dealerships and seeing if they have allocations available, because other people might not think to call them, just like you said. They might not know to call them, and they might get 3 or 4 cars. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but GM or Chevy, in the first allocation for 2022, they gave 1 car to every dealer that didn't get a single car last year.
Yes.
So
and I've told my people that.
You could have walked into a dealership that had no, and they would have got 1 car, and they said, who are we going to sell this to? And you would have maybe been able to walk right in and get it.
I would still highly recommend going to a small town dealership, or calling them, not going there, but calling them, and trying this out, because the bigger dealerships, I have a lot of followers that are talking with big dealerships, and almost every single one of them is telling them it's going to be 6 months, it's going to be 8 months, it's going to be 12 months, it's going to be 18 months.
It's still,
6 months isn't that bad. 6 months is
6 months is not bad, but I've been waiting a year already.
Right.
So
right.
I mean, you're looking at 18 months for me right now.
So really, that's what I would do. Now, real quick, we're not going to disclose the dealership yet, because we want to make sure that Mark has his car in his garage, and we know for a fact that everything went through like we're telling you it is so far, before we disclose who the dealer is. Even though we're not going to tell you what the dealership is, we need to talk about one more thing, and that is, yes, we know that his car was built 9:30?
That Friday, 9, I guess, is whatever that Friday is, 9, I'll take a look.
I can't remember what the date is, but last Friday, not this last one, but the one before that, it was built. But we know that some of these cars, even though after being built, they're not getting on the Jack Cooper transport right off the bat. They sit in the parking lot for a little while, so we don't know exactly when it's going to be shipped. So the next video that we do, we'll be talking about that. And so that's really going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, there's going to be multiple videos that we're going to do about this whole deal with Mark's new C8. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss a single one of these Mark videos, make sure you smash that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you guys out on the road.